10 years ago today, I uploaded my very first YouTube video on the channel you're watching right now, Little Uppie. Over the past decade, one of the questions I've been asked most often is about my username. What exactly is a Little Uppie? And after all these years, I am finally here to tell you all the history of my username in the 10 locations I filmed my anniversary videos over the last 10 years. Right here actually is where I filmed my very first YouTube video. I used this monitor right here, and I clicked upload on my very first YouTube video with this mouse right here. But let's get straight into this. As a kid, I was super into a game called Club Penguin. I was so into it, in fact, that I planned an entire media universe spanning from YouTube to a blog to video games. The project was called The New Club Penguin Show, and I made a full video about it on my channel, so if you want to learn a little bit about its history, you can check out that video on my channel at your convenience. The main project, however, was the actual show itself, which I had planned to upload to YouTube in an episodic fashion on this channel. And you can't have a good story without good characters, right? I already had my Club Penguin account, Hornet58, which would serve as a main character in the New Club Penguin Show, but I wanted the star of the show to be a different character. I noticed a trend in Club Penguin where players would dress up as babies, hang out in the pet shop, and talk in a baby-like manner. These players were known as Pookies. If you're curious about them, here's a detailed bio, but I don't want to read it out loud. I refuse to read it out loud. Naturally, since they spent their time in the pet shop, they had pets. But their pets weren't Puffles, the actual in-game pets. Instead, their pets were other players role-playing as dogs, and these players were called Uppies. TLDR, an Uppie is pretty much if a baby were to say the word puppy. Uppie. It's really that simple. Which, in hindsight, doesn't make much sense, because if a baby can pronounce the third and second P's, they can't pronounce the first one? But what about the little part? Where did the little in Little Uppie come from? In 2014, I noticed a sudden influx of Uppies in Club Penguin, and I wanted the main character of my series to be an Uppie. However, when I went to go make an account called Uppie, the name was already taken. So I thought to myself, what's a cute way to describe a puppy? Little? And thus, Little Uppie was born. I first made the account on Club Penguin and went on to make tons of social media accounts using the Little Uppie moniker. The new CP show was never made. I stopped posting on my blog in 2015, but my online journey did not end there. Since I was in control of all these social media pages and I used them quite frequently, I became Little Uppie. My new online circle started calling me Uppie, and the name just stuck. 10 years later, I'm still using it. The name Little Uppie is a bit of an odd name, which has caused me some problems over the years. It can have some unintended connotations, which made me genuinely consider changing my username online, or even just going by my full name. But Uppie became so ingrained in me as a part of my identity that changing it would genuinely feel like I'm losing a part of myself. Despite many of my social media pages bearing the full Little Uppie name, I've pretty much gone by just Uppie since around 2017. Still, this channel has so much history with the original name that changing it at this point to just Uppie would be kind of weird. Maybe I'll do it someday, but today is not that day. So yeah, cheers to 10 years, and I'm glad I finally got to tell this story, because anytime someone asks me what my username means, I could just send them this video. Thanks to the few people who joined me over these last 10 years and saw me go from a kid making these silly little videos to an adult making silly little videos. I hope you all enjoy your holidays, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.